Zoom I don't seem to have a problem with. So I've played around with some settings. So go to the square box, present now.
Yep.
And then what am I doing? Window entire screen?
Entire screen is much easier.
Okay, right. It doesn't have the option for share there for me.
Yeah, if you click, you have to click on the preview of the screen first to highlight it.
Oh yeah, right, okay.
And the share button should light up.
Right, because I watched the video I think from last week and
yeah, that's sharing. I can see that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Fantastic. Right, that's all right, because I know the guy last week was trouble with that as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a load of videos I'm gonna go and watch. They're all on tech stuff, so I'm gonna go and do that. Thank you, Sam.
Okay.
All right, cool. Take care.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Go on then, Gert. What did you? What brought you on the call today?
Yeah, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got one that'll hopefully be quick. Looks like there's extra issues going on now, but we got my domain, we've got the school group going, and originally last I had checked, I just checked it now, it's not quite the case, but last I had checked, if I go to narrowfitness.com, it routes it to my school page. But if I do www.narrowfitness.com, then it doesn't. It just hits an error page on system.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever that's about.
Okay.
Right now, it looks like both of them just go to that error page on System. So.
Okay. Why don't you share your screen and let's take a look.
Great. Arc. There we go. Oh boy. There. Okay. So yeah, then if we go to narrowfitness.com. Okay, it looks like that is working now. So the narrowfitness.com one works, but www.narrowfitness.com crashes to here.
So can you bring up your system account for me?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, and then if you go on to the sales funnel that you go onto website and then sales funnels.
Website, sales funnel.
Yep. Okay, and so when you're going to narrowfitness.com, what are you expecting? What do you want to happen?
I'd like either one. I'd like it to go to my about page on school.
Okay, so have you already set up like a redirect to make that happen?
I think Bellin was worried that was going to make it that was going to break this, like break these links and stuff.
Right.
And I think I did try once, and it still didn't work. Because that's through Pork Bun, I believe, right? You'd have to do it through the domain registrar.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Pork Bun?
Okay. So can you log into Pork Bun for me, and we'll take a look.
Mm-hmm. Are we logged in? Yeah. So I think we've got URL porting here. Yeah. So we do have it still on apparently.
Yeah, it's because it's finding. Yeah, that's not going to work because you're using that domain with system. Is it possible to do? So what's your thought process behind having the domain go to school?
I mean, I'd obviously want it to go to some sort of landing page or something. At the moment, that's just the best landing page I have.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So what I would do right now is I would, instead of sending people to school, I would do send people to the funnel.
Okay. I mean, I guess that works to, I think the only funnel I've got is to get the Juice Feast guide, something
Yes.
like that. But
Yeah.
at least it's something, I suppose.
Well, yeah, because technologically, I don't know if it's possible to have, like you say, the root domain forwarding to
Really?
while you're using that domain with system.
Huh. That's so strange to me. You'd think that wouldn't be the most complicated thing in the world, but huh.
No, I agree.
Okay. So we'd have to set up something on here, I guess.
No, so you do that in Portman.
Huh. Right.
So if you go to URL forwarding and then delete those two current forwards. Okay, and then we want to, so the host name will be www.
It's not letting me edit it.
Okay, try refreshing the page now we've deleted those other two. Then put your funnel link in there.
Hmm.
You can just click on the little, that's it.
Any other options or anything?
I didn't see them.
Oh, here. These guys.
No, that should be good. So then for the host name, I think you just leave that blank and then forward traffic to your funnel link again.
Okay. Do it again.
Yeah. So now try visiting.
You know, it's crazy because I think I have the exact same question, but I'll log in late, so I'm
Okay.
watching. But
All
we
right,
may
Jason.
do this.
All right, Jason. We'll get to you in a second, my friend.
Huh. Same problem. That's interesting. So one worked, but then www didn't work.
Okay. Let's go back to system again. And then top right corner with your profile picture, click on that. Then go onto settings. And then go to custom domains. Yeah, that should be fine. And then go to emails. Yeah, it's all fine. Okay. Why is that not working? All right, let's look at Portman again. Okay, so get rid of the ww1. Okay, now just try that test again.
Hmm.
And then try the other test as well. Have you shared the funnel link with many people?
No.
Okay, so what I would do instead then is change the funnel link. Delete that forward first.
Hmm.
And then go into your funnel in system. And then just delete Juice Feast Guide. then hit tab on your keyboard. Yeah. So now if you go to narrowfitness.com, www, yeah. Okay. Now,
That's it.
if you do it without the W's, I don't think it's going to work.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So now we want to forward import button. We want to forward traffic to www.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I guess then in the future, I'll just always have something parked here.
Yeah, you could turn that into like a home page.
Yeah, yeah.
You could just duplicate this, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you could duplicate this funnel. You could have this version as like your home page, and then the other version as your funnel, and you could put something in the URL path there instead of leaving it blank.
Right, right. Okay. I mean, it's a little concerning. I basically my homepage will have to be designed in Systeme.
Yes.
Wow, that's so trippy that there's no way. I mean, if they're obviously redirecting stuff, there's no way for them to just forward it to another place.
What you could do is put your funnel on a subdomain. So instead of using www. It could be like funnel.narrowfitness.com.
Hmm.
That will give you a lot more flexibility.
Oh, I see. So that would open up just narrowfitness.com to
Right.
be used.
And then
Oh,
you can point that any platform you like, any website builder or anything. It gives you a lot more flexibility.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I think that makes sense. You can do that. Any other gripes? I guess I'd have to take up with Systeme and have them revamp their whole system, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No problem. Cool.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, man.
All right. No worries, Garrett.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good to
All
meet you.
right.
Take care, guys.
Yeah. See you later. Bye, Garrett. Okay. So Karen, I think, was next in the. Well, actually, I think Jerry came in before anyone else. Jerry, have you got any questions? Hey.
Yeah, hey, I got. If I'm next, I'll definitely shoot my question if you don't mind.
Yeah, and you're wearing a school jersey, so you get extra points.
Fantastic. I'll send you my address at the end of this one to get those points. So I wanted to ask you a question regarding the technological aspect of like what I'm doing, the technical nature of it, and I help people land interviews and job offers at companies they love, and in the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to delegate and elevate, and like have a person find the roles for a client, for example, that's looking for like a developer or special ops job. And then when they essentially like we use the Excel sheet to like find these roles, and then we check mark the ones that we like, and we drop it over to an Airtable. But one of the things that's been really helpful nowadays is we are engaging decision makers directly by emailing them, following up with them, and that's doing some cool stuff. So like you can imagine Airtable, like you put in a title of a role and all the information about it, right? And then we start engaging decision makers, and they're like opening up emails and like. So I'm trying to figure out how to have Systeme and Airtable kind of talk to each other in a way where I can still somehow have Airtable as my central place of truth, because we have our interface and dashboards that show the client like, hey, here's how many roles we applied to, here's how many decision makers we engaged. But I'm trying to figure out like the best way to do this without using Zape or make.com, sorry, Zapier.com or make.com, and just trying to figure out how to best like, okay, well, we're reaching out to job seekers, and then we're following up with them with like, hey, here's a role that aligns with your background experience, for example, right? And we want to be able to like use, but it's getting really hairy and scary with all the the emails and stuff like that. And I just wanted to kind of talk maybe even best practices or kind of like any advice of how to best get the visualization that I'm getting from my email marketing tools like an Active Campaign, a System, a ConvertKit, whatever, and just try to see how I can, or maybe, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so System doesn't have like a native integration with Airtable, so you would need to use something like Zapier or Make.com as a go-between to funnel data between those two platforms. In terms of like, what questions are you trying to answer by gluing these systems together? Like, what are the questions that you're asking the system?
What question am I asking the system? So like with essentially, I'm trying to get everybody on the same page when it comes to like it's me and like two people at a company, and now we're trying to like navigate everything towards school instead of having done like career coaching and like traditional service-based business kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So what's happening is that like, we're putting the information into the Airtable, and we want to be able to actually like when our account executives go to like their Airtable, right, and they want to find out, okay, well, who should we reach out to first? Well, there's people that like open up the email and are like, like if somebody's looking for a front-end developer job and we send them a job posting with a front-end developer and they open up that email, I want my account executive to have that visualization, right? So we can make a Zapier integration to make that work, right? And that might be the simple solution, right? But at the same time, System.io they just came out with a kind of a CRM Kanban type view, and that's exciting, right? That's exciting because in Airtable, I have my own CRM, and you can make a Kanban view as well. So I'm just like, wow, what if I can just make sure that the Kanban views in the Airtable and the Kanban views in the System are kind of like aligned, so that I can keep every department honest in a way, right? I know it's kind of a new feature. I don't know if you guys have been exploring about it, but yeah, like I'm just trying to get alignment between sales and marketing, I suppose, right? Or between the reach outs and the appointments and the emails being sent out. And I don't want to spend $150 in MailChimp when they have, getting all the bells and whistles. So Airtable, System.io, and some duct tape to make it all work.
Yeah, just be careful of having two different sources of truth, like trying to keep two things in sync, like trying to keep System's Kanban view and Airtable's Kanban view in sync. Like have just one source of truth rather than having two. I don't know if the integration with Zapier, for example, actually lets you manipulate that Kanban in System. I haven't actually used in enough detail to be able to answer that. But yeah, that's how I'd approach it: is use Zapier as the glue to glue those systems together and keep track of all your metrics and everything. You may also find that you need a CRM software that is a bit more powerful than System. System's great for beginners and for marketing automation, but its CRM features are pretty basic. So you may find that you need something a bit more sophisticated for the things that you want to do, because I think you're asking more than a typical sort of beginner would ask.
Right on. Right on. Hey, thanks so much for your help, and I'll let some of the other folks ask their question.
Okay, Jerry, good to speak to you, mate.
You too, Sam. Cheers.
Okay, then we had, so next on the list we have Karen.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Good. How are you, Karen?
Good. I have a question that I asked yesterday to Kuba and Belen.
Yeah.
Because my newsletter carrier is AWeber, and I got an email from them saying that they're going up a significant amount in December. Like my newsletter, I send out 1 or 2 newsletters a week. And I thought that the price I was paying was a little high at $70 a month.
Yes.
They're going up to $120 a month.
Wow.
It's quite a lot. And she said that I could take some of what I'm doing and put it as tags instead of as separate lists. And that might help me make the price lower. And she also recommended that I take off subscribers who haven't opened a newsletter in like over a year. She said that that would get more deliverability. So I did that, but I've been asking, and like Belen and Kuba really didn't think that was a great idea to take people off.
No.
And I wanted to put that question out to you about removing people. I saved them so I can put them back on.
Okay.
But I wasn't so sure. They were really like over encouraging me to do that in terms of deliverability and also getting my list lower so that maybe they could bring me down under 5,000 subscribers.
Mm.
I had like between 8,000 and 9,000 that I cut off those that didn't open in quite a while, and that brought it down. And now she wants to try to get me down to 5,000 by bringing the lists over and putting them all as tags. Some people have recommended System.io to me,
Yes.
but I really don't know how to work that.
Mm-hmm.
How to bring everything. Like I have all these email sequences tied to Aweber. It's like, how do you do that? How do you transfer everything? Is it easy? I don't know anything about that.
No, it's not easy. In a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big
And
job.
is that what you recommend? Do you recommend going to System? Can I do the same kind of really, really good looking newsletters like that I'm used to doing on Aweber?
Well, firstly, what I wouldn't recommend is removing people from your list. And you've got a back anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that because those people joined your list for a reason, and there's potential money there. And so I would think you're probably going to lose more in potential revenue than you are going to gain by not having as many subscribers and paying as much money to Aweber. So that's the first thing. And then System. What was the second part of the question? Like, is System a good platform for email marketing?
Yeah, I don't really know very much about System. I know a lot of people in Ted's platform are using it.
Yes.
As somebody who's been out there doing this work for decades, I've been using first MailChimp and then went over to Aweber. I love the phone support.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I have a question, they will just walk me right through it. I don't think I have that on System.
Yeah. System support is hit and miss. It's hit and miss.
Yeah, Aweber is excellent with phone support.
Mm. That's probably what you're paying for, essentially, because System is a fair bit cheaper than Aweber, it sounds like. How many contacts have you got total? Did you say 8,000?
No, not now. I cut out quite a bit.
In total, let's say you
I'd
put
say
those back
7,000.
7,000. Yeah, so I think for System, let's see what the
But when I add the others back, it'll come back up to 8,000.
Yeah, well, I don't recommend removing people. So let's so you get 10,000 on System for $47 a month.
And the newsletter setup, I mean, you know Aweber, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I send out, I can put images, I can put videos, I can put, it's a really, really nice newsletter setup. I don't know, do I have the same thing through System?
Yeah, so you have, let me just show you very quickly what it looks like. So you can see my screen, can't you?
Yes. And
Yeah.
also, Sam, can I have different lists on System, or do I have to do that same thing, create them as tags?
Yeah, you have to have them as tags, unfortunately. There's only one list.
Right. And what about email sequences? Can I transfer those?
You can, but that's a manual process. So you'd have to actually go into each email in the sequence, copy and paste the content of that into System, and then rebuild that sequence in order.
Mm-hmm.
It's doable. It's just not. It's not a 5-minute job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the newsletter builder on System. So it's all drag and drop here. So we could drag like an image down here. You know, we can put a button underneath the image. So it's all WYSIWYG. You know, it's all what you see is what you get.
And is there a place for a banner at the top?
Yeah, you could do that. So they already have one here. Look, you can just change the image up here and replace
Okay.
that with your own banner. And you can change all the colors and the fonts and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty well featured for what most people are
Okay.
doing.
Okay. But I would have to have all my lists as tags somehow.
Right, exactly. So
figure
in
out.
your account, you have so we have three different tags in here. You can think of these as like different lists.
But do those, like, I have a couple of lists who I don't want to be on my general list.
Right.
So can I make them tags off the general list but not receive the general newsletters?
Yes, you could do that. So when you send out a newsletter, you basically stipulate which tags to include. So I can include these, or I can deselect any of the ones that I don't want to include.
Okay.
You also can exclude tags as well. So you could say any contacts who are tagged freebie, but none that are tagged also mailer light. So you have a bit of control over that.
Right. So they sent, AWeber sent me a whole long newsletter about how I could lower my list, but I'm definitely, after talking to a number of you guys who these, know about websites and newsletters and all that, I am definitely thinking I'm going to add back those. So I don't think it's going to work for me anyway. They're trying to narrow it down so that I can get under 5,000 and not be charged 120. I would be charged 90 instead with the new prices, under 5,000. But my newsletter is growing all the time.
Yeah.
I won't have any space, so it's going to be back up there pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to retain you as a customer as well. They'd rather you pay them less money than zero money per month. So whereas, me and the rest of the coaches, we have no vested interest in any particular platform. So we think that it's probably best to keep your list intact and move to another platform or continue to swallow the higher cost.
Yeah. And do you think System.io is a good platform?
Yeah, I mean, people make thousands of dollars every month on that platform. It works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also have 2 websites, as you know. I don't want to give up my websites.
No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't impact websites.
Okay.
But what it would do is any forms that you have on the websites, any way of collecting email addresses on the websites that go to AWeber would have to be changed then to send them to system.
Right.
That's also another big piece of work.
Okay. So now, is this something that you can do if I contact you? Okay.
Yeah, we could get some one-on-one time in.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of work. I'm just going to warn you now.
I will message you.
Okay. All right, Karen.
All right. Thank you.
All right. No worries. Jason, thank you for waiting so patiently there. You're looking very studious in your studio.
Love it, Sam. I love it. Okay, so same thing. Same thing from the first gentleman. Trying to get my landing page to link to my school about page because I just want to, put up www.eliteprofitability.com and then be able to land on my school page.
Okay. So let's go through that. It's funny that you have the exact same question because that almost never happens. So why don't you share your screen? We'll take a look.
All right. Boom. So whenever we go to, you want me to go to System E, Pork Bun, or my
Yes. So show me
website page?
Show me what happens first.
So when I go to www.eliteprofitability.com, this comes up here.
Okay. Right. And then without the W's?
Without the W's, same thing.
Okay, and it forwards to the W's. Okay, fine.
And it forwarded to the W's, yes.
Yep. So if you go into System, and let's open up your funnel there.
And the funnel actually is going to be this engage and the delegation, either one of these two here.
Okay.
So
All right.
I click on either one.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you have a slightly different case to Garrett did. Because you have multiple funnels using that domain. He didn't.
Now, I actually have 3 different domains in here, but the thing is that if I go back, these 2 are the only one that are on that domain. So engage with one-on-ones and the delegation template freebie. These are the only 2 using that domain. All of the other ones you see on here are not using that domain.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, because the solution for Garrett was for us to not forward to system to school at all. So where did you register your domain? Was it Pork Bun?
Pork bun for that domain, yes, it is in pork bun.
Okay, let's have a look at how that's set up. The domain forwarding.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
On to details, and then URL forwarding. Okay, so that's working fine. So then just thinking this through. So everything's going to
You asked
www.
me?
Sorry? Hello?
Did you finish?
No,
No, okay.
no. Just wait a second, Susie. Okay, so yeah, just thinking this through. So everything's going to www. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can do any forwarding in system. Let's have a look. So that would make things a lot easier. No. So if you put the host name in there as www, and then for the forward traffic to put your school about page. And then toggle the advanced settings on the left.
So don't click on submit, just
Right.
toggle the advanced settings.
Correct. Okay, uncheck the use wildcard URL forwarding. Uncheck that box at the top there. Yeah. All right, hit submit and let's see what that does. Okay, so let's try. No.
Nope, same thing.
Okay. Okay, go back to, scroll down to the bottom and delete the one we just put in. Yeah. All right, so let's try doing it again, but with the www. Yeah. And then your school URL. And then if we check the use wildcard URL forwarding box, and then include the no, just hit submit on that. Yeah. Okay, now let's see.
Nope, same thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's because we have system funnels on there. That's why. It's the same issue we had with Gary back there.
So go ahead and delete this bottom one again.
Yeah. The top one's fine, working as it should. It's forwarding everything to the W's. What happens if you leave the host name blank and then just forward the traffic to the school URL? I think that's probably not going to work either, but let's try it.
Nothing on that one. That one did work without the www.
Okay. I think that's probably as good as it's going to get then, because the funnels are on www. Do your funnels still work if you go onto one of your funnel links? So if you go to,
Let's see here. You want me to go to the funnel links here?
yeah. And then if you click on the button next to the link, yeah, click on that
Here?
and then just open up a new tab and paste it into a new tab. Just check that still works. Yeah, that's still working. Okay,
That
so I
works.
think that's probably as good as it's going to get, so that anyone who goes to your .com without the W's gets to school. The alternative would be changing the domain that your funnels use.
Now, no one has my funnels yet. So what if I just redid the funnels, or that wouldn't?
Yeah, you could do that.
Because I don't launch until this Thursday. That's why I was going through now to make sure everything was perfect, because I want to make sure that when I put this out on my newsletter Thursday, everything works. Or if someone goes to www, so you're stating that if I change my funnels to www, that everything would then go to www. Is that all correct?
No, so we would put the funnels on something like funnel.domain or something like that instead of using www. Yeah.
Can we do that in like 2 minutes?
Yeah, well, it's not in 2 minutes, but if you go to sales funnels in system and then click on your profile icon in the top right hand corner where you got the settings. Yeah. And then go to custom domains. So you'd want to add a domain and have it be like funnel or go or just something short. Maybe I just use go usually. Go dot your domain. Yeah, hit save. And then that's going to give you a load of DNS entries that you put into Porkbun.
add and put these into port bun. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah. So if you, for the first line, if you copy the D1T 3T, that whole string of characters, yeah, copy that and go into port bun. Close the forwarding down. And then if you go into your DNS settings for that domain, I think if you scroll down, there should be a DNS. Yeah. So if you type his CNAME, type at the top there. Yeah, CNAME. Yeah, and then the host is Go. Go. Yep, and then the answer is what you copied. So paste that in.
Click add.
Yep. Cool. And then go back to system. And then you want to copy, in this one, you want to copy the stuff on the left-hand side of this row and the right-hand side.
That goes back in the port bun
Yep.
under DNS.
Yep. So it's CNAME and then host, you paste in what you copied before.
This right here.
Yeah. And then take off .eliteprofitability.com. So you've just got that string of characters .go. Yep, perfect. And then you want to go back to system and copy the other bit of data from there. Yeah, on the right hand side. That's it.
Answer.
Yep. Then click add once you pasted that in. That's it. And then wait a few hours for it to verify that domain. Yeah.
Okay, and then from there, there's nothing I need to do with my nothing I need to do with the other funnels. The funnel information stays the exact same. Is that correct?
The other funnels are fine, but the ones you want to put on this new Go domain, you will need to change the settings on those so they use that new domain instead of the W one.
So you're saying inside here, I would then make those changes.
Yes, if you click into one of them, I'll show you what you would do. And then you go to funnel settings in the top right. And then it says funnel domain, you would select the domain you want to use. Oh, so it wasn't even
Right
using
there.
that domain in the first place, it was using the default system.
No. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Ah, okay. Right.
Click on the elite profitability, yes.
No, you want to use the Go one when it's ready and it's available. We have to wait for that to verify first.
So when it verifies, then choose the Go one. Once I do that for both funnels, now when I go to www.eliteprofitability.com, will it show up as my about page is going to be the question.
Yeah, we just need to delete the yes, it will. Yes. Yes. Because the funnels aren't there anymore.
So it'll go to right here because it's already showing it right here. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right. So just wait for 2 hours. Once it's approved, go back in, choose the go.1, and then it's good to go.
Yep.
All right, Sam. Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem, my friend. If you do have any more issues, then just make sure you attend next week and we can figure it out.
Heard.
Okay, cool. All right. Susie.
Hello, Sam. I had several questions and one just popped up and I forgot who. It was quite, yeah. So how can I connect my iPhone 14 Pro Max for making a video, because I have to use the another camera, not the not the camera where I can see myself.
Hmm.
So how can I set up this with the Asus computer to see myself on the Asus computer
Yeah.
and filming myself with the right camera?
Yeah. So what you can do is you can download a piece of software that turns your iPhone into a webcam.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get the name of that software. It's something like Camo Studio.
I tried to use EveCam, but it didn't work. It just no, it was not good. So
Okay, try this one because I've used this one and it's good.
okay. How can I go to the messages? Okay, it's here. Okay, and the second, just try to copy this. So the second question, just going back to the website, I know that we about the website a couple of times, but unfortunately I forgot some details and I tried to find the video, but I couldn't. But now I know where are the recordings. So can you recommend a good template for a good structured website? I know it's not in the focus, the website, but I still want to make a little bit better.
Yeah.
Something like a sample structure. How should I structure the text itself?
Yeah. So I would recommend that you go to squarespace.com. Let me share the. So they have a website builder, and what they have in the builder are templates. So you can basically just choose the template that you like. So let's say you're doing an art website, you want to sell some videos, whatever, blah blah blah. They have an AI designer, or you can just browse some templates that are pre-made for you already. So let's have a look at the templates. So let's say we like this one. You can choose colors and everything to fit in with your brand. And you can see how it's laid out with the logo. It's got the navigation at the top, a login page, whatever.
You mean a new website for myself?
Yeah.
On my own. Can I make it? Because I'm not a technical person at all.
I mean, yeah, but this is not a technical process. Like I'm just showing you templates that are already pre-made. So you can just fill in the blanks. You can put your own text, your own content. This is probably the lowest tech to do that, and you come out with something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's simple, but and you can customize it to what you need.
Well,
so that's what I recommend.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted just to ask about the structure of the text. Like, for example, you have a text for the calls, for the DMs, for the video structure. I mean, the structure of the text, once I want to advertise a course or something. Do you have ideas what can
Sample. Oh, it depends. What are you trying to sample text from? What?
Okay, can I share?
Yeah.
So where is the share? Okay, here's the share. And we'll check. Just a minute. This one. Oh, I tried to go back. I'm sorry. Just try to go back to the call, but can't find it. So this one, and how can I show? Yeah. So maybe click on this there. Try to
If you go to the meeting, there's a Present Now button at the bottom.
on the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom of the meeting, there's a toolbar with various icons.
Yeah, I found it. It's ask things like just one page or
Just do entire screen.
okay, entire screen. I'm sorry, I don't know what's the problem.
On entire screen. Yeah.
Button
Okay. So now click on the preview window of the screen. On that first, and then share. You should be able to click on share. It turns blue.
Yeah, but the problem is that the button is not available. I can't.
Yeah, I'm telling you how to make it available. So click on the preview of the. There's a little window that pops up, and there's a preview of what's on your screen. You click on that preview first.
Yeah, but the button disappeared.
It disappeared.
Yes. Maybe because it's too big. The window is too big, and I try to make it smaller. But
Okay, click on the Present Now button.
But present now, I can't. Okay, just a minute. I think it's frozen. That's the problem. My screen is just frozen. Too many windows are open. Oh, what can I do when it's frozen? Leave and rejoin. Will you let me in?
Of course.
Okay, just. Yeah, thank you. Just today, I tried around 40, like something like 50 minutes before the end. There was no one letting me in, and it said that the host has joined, but 15 minutes later it said the host ended, the meeting has ended, or someone let me.
Yeah, so I think we finished the call at like 35 minutes past the hour or something like that, and so
Okay. Not here, but with Benny.
right. Yeah, that's probably what happened. He probably just finished early because no one had any questions.
But it's okay. It's again the same thing, that the button, there's no button to share.
Okay, so go to the main meeting window, and there's the Present Now button.
Yeah, but it's again, it's frozen. Oh no, this window, I can't close it. That's the problem. Can't close the window once it's open.
Right.
And it covers all of the buttons and what can I do? Just what can I do? It's frozen. Sorry.
I don't know what to suggest really.
Nothing. Like I can't go out from this window, and there's no button here. I don't know what's the problem. There's the button disappeared. I clicked on the whole screen, but okay. What if I just share with you the link?
Okay.
But I should go out again. I'm sorry. Please let me in.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. So, I'm sorry, I can't share for some reason. I just shared the link here,
Okay.
and but if you could just tell me again some things, what could be a good structure for a page like this?
Where's the link? link?
The link is in the messages.
Okay, I see it now. Okay, so what specific questions did you have about this screen here?
Yeah, thank you. Just the structure, like the structure of the text. Scroll down. The structure of the site. I know it's too much of the, I have to niche down, but the structure.
Okay, we talked about this before in some detail, I think, but
Yes, but I couldn't remember, and I did not know how to find the recordings.
what we have at the beginning here.
Or if you go to the courses and workshops or whatever.
Yeah, so let me just focus on this page then. So we need to talk about results, processes. This is a process. Working with a holistic expert on your health and fertility is a process, but we need to talk about results. Why would we do that? Like, what's the result of working with a holistic expert on health?
Yeah, I know. To end result, would you like to get pregnant or whatever?
Exactly. That's the end result for sure.
Okay.
And that same advice goes for everything that's on this page. It needs to be focused. I would get rid of all of this, all of this, all of this, get rid of all of this. I would testimonials way up the page. So like underneath this section here, I would have the testimonials underneath.
Where would you put the testimonials?
Underneath the main section.
Okay. So over the My 1-to-1 programs.
Yeah.
Or you delete the whole thing and you substitute with the.
That's right.
Okay, so the reviews comes first.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I ask really, if you can a template or whatever. How should we structure the sites in a website?
Let me see.
Or a good sample or.
This one.
Okay.
And how to copy.
Sure.
Testimonials straight underneath all booking.
What if I don't put the video yet? I don't put a video. I don't made any videos yet. Temporarily.
Then you would put picture of you, same picture that you just showed me. This one. So you'd have this instead. But I'm showing you the structure.
Okay.
Right? The headline that's end result focused, picture or video here, a button to schedule a call, which you already have. Testimony underneath. And a way to book a call. That's it. It doesn't get more complicated than that.
Okay, but this website is really complicated because it's not a, it's really a old-fashioned website. So I want to make a new one. And what would suggestion which or whatever to build a new website, or should I make it in a system? System. Is it enough? Because it's not. You
don't need this. There's nothing fancy. Fancy is redundant. This is just a black background with white text.
But is it? I'm a female, first of all. Second, I don't live in the USA. I live So maybe is it doesn't matter if somebody lives or in Europe?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. In
No.
your experience, it can generate the same leads, the same amount of people. It's just simple.
Doesn't matter whether you're woman, man, they, them, straight, gay. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Europe and US.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can communicate your get. That's all that matters. People, they don't care about you. They just care about what's in it for them. What's the result?
Okay. And if we go to my website, if you can share. The reviews comes first. Okay, that's clear. And then
Some way to book a call.
why to book a call?
Yeah. So yeah, you just.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Okay.
Headline, video or image, a way to book a call, testimonials, and the calendar in the page. That's it. There's nothing. You don't need anything else.
I don't need the description because people who come to me, they always I read a text, what like a text, just in a call, and they forget. We talk about things in a call. They forget and they just say, "Okay, I want to see on your website what is your program about." Visually, I want to see a text.
But if people are on the call with you and they want to know more information, they can just ask. Just say to them, "Well, I'm here. Ask me the questions now. We're on the call." They're like, I think when people ask you for a website, there's just a way of them saying no, but not directly saying no. They like,
Okay.
they're trying to not hurt your feelings or whatever.
Okay, but if I want to put anyway something on a website about the program, how should it look like?
Today you can do what you like with your website, but like I say, I don't think you need it. I'll just show you what I recommend. So that's what I recommend.
Okay, and the second thing that or the third, if we go to I wanted to share again, but I'm not sure if we go to Shane Sterling Widows, there is a background, and I just wanted to know how to make a good background for the widows. So something like a so if I don't want to show this behind me, and I don't want to make it blurry, just I want to make a nice background, but not a very artificial looking thing.
What's the question there?
Could you hear?
Yeah, sorry, what's the question?
One is, do you have any idea how to make a background without a background? A nice background, something like a bookshelf or whatever, something nice behind me.
For Zoom?
Sorry?
For what? For Zoom?
No, not for maybe for Zoom, but not for Zoom, but for the videos, for making videos.
Oh, you would need. You can do that in Zoom, so you can just record yourself in Zoom with your background, and you can record that as a video, or you can get you can be fancy and get like a green screen behind you, and you project whatever you want onto the green screen. But I don't think that's very important, honestly.
Okay, because very nice background, a nice bookshelf, and this and that, and this and that. And it looks.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got a nice background where you are. You've got some artwork on the wall there.
Yeah, but so So you don't know any software or any application or whatever?
An image onto that.
Okay. And how to do that?
I don't actually know because I don't use a green screen. I just have
Okay, so you don't.
background behind me.
Okay.
I just don't think the background is important at all. Like
Okay.
what's important is the content and the quality of the information, the value of the information.
Okay. Okay. I think maybe my self-confidence needs these kind of things. Okay.
Yeah. I think just make videos and just try to overcome that, because having a background isn't going to make much difference. Right?
Okay.
What's more important is actually putting the videos out there and uploading them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.